Good morning, this is Aline, and today it's time for the update of the West Garden. It's a bit different. We'll see what you can see. I'm going to start over here this time. These are the volunteer tomatoes that I moved. They're starting to have tomatoes. We came out last night with a black light and we found an armyworm caterpillar. It glows in the dark just like a hornworm, but only one, and it was on this one and seems to be no damage, so I'm gonna call that good. That's the zinnia and the corkscrew grass. As you can see, this has been mowed. That where I did cut out the spaghetti squash, I left the root and it's got a few leaves left. I'm just waiting to see if it'll put on some more growth. It might, you never know. More zinnias. This ground cherry is finally growing, and I think that was a function of the spaghetti squash is gone. It was, you know, it's my experience with the other one is once they start to take off, they take off. Chives, that's all that's left in the herb pot. The Kajari melons are growing. This one is getting up on the trellis. This one has gotten almost all the way to the top of the trellis, and it's got a couple of small fruits. I'm a little concerned about this one because it already seems to be turning orange, and I don't know if it's supposed to at this stage of growth, or if it didn't get properly pollinated and it's not going to grow. We'll just have to wait and see. The corn is a jungle. It's all, you know, mostly over on its side. I guess I could try to stake it, but I don't know. It seems kind of pointless at this point. I'm getting some ears. They're getting brown tassels or silks, but I don't know, they just don't look very filled out to me, so I suspect this was not an experiment that worked well. Spaghetti squash there's one left on the plant, and I'm waiting for it to turn yellow. It's not getting very big. I suspect this vine is also done in. This is the other ground cherry, and this morning I found one fallen on the ground. Cutting here to previously recorded clip. This is my first ground cherry. Apparently, you know they're ripe when they fall off, which it did. Yeah, it looks like it's supposed to look. Never actually eaten one, I don't think, so here it goes. It's a little tomato, a little cherry. It's good. The pole beans are considerably up on the trellis. Again, still only really getting noodle beans. And part of the problem is, this was not there are actually some of those purple beans. They're way at the top and I can't reach them. So hard to pick something you can't reach. But here are some of the really pretty noodle bean flowers. So those I can, before my camera rudely interrupted me, telling me I needed to optimize my storage. I was showing you beans, but I'd shown them to you pretty much. I do want to show you this splendid melon. Hopefully it will keep. There are a lot of them on this plant. Over here there are at least 3. So that's making me very happy. The cotton is still blooming. That makes me happy. The zinnias are blooming. So the watermelon is growing. The Armenian whites are growing. Ignore the mess. I just transplanted this tomato out of a different pot into the ground. Hopefully it'll grow. The sunberries are making berries. I guess I need to pick them and figure out what to do with them. The cucumber melons have been a disappointment. Not because of the taste, but because I'm actually not getting any. There's all kinds of little cucamelon starting and flowers, and they get about halfway grown and then they're gone. I hope the birds like them. So, I've eaten one. I don't think it was ripe. I just picked it because I didn't want to wait any longer. Here's one. Again, I don't think that's big enough. I think they need to get a little bit bigger than that, but I don't have any hope that I'll actually get to it. This little tomato is starting to put on fruit. The beans are doing okay. Flowers are doing okay. The limas are doing okay. Actually, these feel like they're drying out some, so but they don't feel full. I don't know. These melons are doing great. They haven't started going up this cool trellis, but they will. So the biggest change to this garden is this is the green stock that I bought. So this is the third one that I have. And the bottom two layers are planted with Maxabel French filet green beans. I haven't planted the top two yet because I ran out of dirt. I have to go get some more today. And then this one was on the deck and we brought it back here. I pulled those vines, which actually might have been yellow squash, but they weren't doing well in this, and mostly I think because of puppy interference. But puppy interference won't happen here, and I decided we had plenty of that and I wanted more beans. So this one, the bottom two layers, are planted with dragon tongue bush beans, and then the second level down is planted with red Russian kale, and then of course the cabbage and the beets were already planted on the deck, but I think that the morning shade will help them. That's really about all. The lilac is in fact dead. The big one, the little one's fine. Don't even need to show them to you. That's all for this morning. It's not that hot, but it's extremely humid out here, and I'm gonna go in. First I'm gonna show you this adorable bumblebee. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video or have any questions, please give it a like and add comments and subscribe, so the next time I post one, you'll get a notification and you won't miss any. There he is. She is. It is. Thanks for watching.